All right, what up? We're back again, and today we're going to talk about, like, when is it better to be silent? When is it better to talk? You know?
Yeah.
Is that right where you're going with that?
Yeah, so...
Sometimes it's just better to shut up.
Yes.
A lot of times.
Like, I think we do a lot more talking than what we really should.
For sure.
And it's not always easy to listen. And listening, when you're listening, you can't talk.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people will, talk over you.
Yeah.
Even when they don't know nothing about the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so sometimes it's just like, man, why don't you,
Yeah.
shut up.
I think I do that too sometimes, but it's... Sometimes I don't... If I don't say it right then, it's going to be gone.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
That's us. I mean, I can do that too. Like, just forget what I'm talking about altogether. Yeah, I can do that real easy. But it may have something to do with our ADHD.
Maybe. You think, like, in an argument sense, like if you're fighting with your wife?
Yeah. So, if I'm arguing with Ashley, I'm not gonna get to talk too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She don't try to talk over me.
Yeah.
I just don't say a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I do a lot of listening when I'm in an argument with her, and then when I do talk, she tends to listen a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're just talking, if you're just arguing, you're just running your mouth, you're just saying X, Y, and Z over and over and over and over again or whatever,
Yeah.
then sometimes that can fall deaf on your ears too. Like if somebody's saying the same thing to you over and over again, you ain't going to hear it.
No.
You're just done hearing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you ain't listening no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So one of the things that I think we're all guilty of is trying to make our point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I need you to understand my view on this. I need you to understand my point on this. And I think when you do that, to some degree, the other person might not be listening to you if you have to prove your point.
Yeah.
Or if your point has to be brought across 110%.
Yeah.
I've always tried to put my shoe on the other foot in an argument. Now, I don't know if Ashley would agree with that, but I try to.
You try to, like, look at it from their point of view?
Yeah.
Okay.
And even though I might not, sometimes I don't vocalize correctly that I understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes she will repeat herself over and over and over and over and over again. Well, like, just because you're saying it a different way doesn't mean I understand 110%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and then too, for me, if I'm doing the same thing, she don't listen no more.
Yeah.
It goes both ways, but if you are listening, you can, when you speak, your argument comes across a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, yeah.
So if I've sit here and listened to you go off on me for 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And I can debunk everything that you said with 2 sentences.
Yeah.
Or just not debunk it, but go, I understand what you're saying. I get it. But
yeah,
then you can get more traction that way sometimes. And not always, I don't guess.
Probably not always.
Not always. It's not always going to work out that way, but I feel like you got a better chance of getting traction like that by listening.
Yeah.
And even seeing somebody's point of view. And that's one of the things I don't do well, is I don't vocalize the fact that I understand what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't, like if you say something to me, I just assume that you understand that I understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not a safe assumption always.
No, it ain't.
Because I can be like, yeah, I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. And that's me saying I understand it. But to her, it just sounds like I'm just
agreeing to shut her up.
Or I really don't care what she's saying
or
whatever.
Yeah,
it's just point. It's just it sounds like I'm just throwing that off to the side or whatever.
Yeah.
But really, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes it goes like it makes her feel like I don't understand what she's trying to say or what her point is with it all.
Yeah.
And like I haven't listened, especially if I argue back with her. Or if she's arguing with me and we, I'm arguing at her and I'm going off about something for 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes when she speaks after that, I feel dumb.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways.
Yeah.
And I feel like whoever listens has the upper hand.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Because you're more calm, too. I mean, really.
Yeah, if I'm not letting it hurt my feelings that you're saying something, and I'm not thinking irrationally, I'm not with my emotions, then I'm actually listening to what you say. I understand your point of view on it. I get what you're saying. Now, here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that goes vice versa. If she's the one going off on me, and sometimes I'll let her go off for 5-6 minutes or whatever, and then I'll be like, well, I get that, but here's this.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when she feels like she's being ignorant or whatever, it escalates a little bit more.
That does happen too sometimes. I've noticed that. Like, if you make me feel dumb, it's gonna be a lot worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not because I think I'm right, but I'm embarrassed.
Dumb. Yeah.
Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now I'm going even deeper into damn craziness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
And sometimes, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I think stuff Ashley's saying is dumb, and she thinks stuff I'm saying is dumb.
Yeah.
But you can't vocalize that.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Not in that situation. Not in the time.
No. I've only called Ashley one name in our whole 13 years of marriage, and that was ignorant.
Really?
Yeah. You're being ignorant.
She didn't like it.
No, idiot. I think it was idiot. I can't remember now for sure, but I think it was idiot. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She got upset, son.
I'm actually, honestly, like if I'm talking to somebody else, like I could sit there and listen to Ashley.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
Yeah.
Ranting about whatever she wants to.
And it won't upset
me. And if you keep that, like, but if Brittany's doing it,
yeah,
it's completely different.
It is. It is.
I don't know why, but if I could treat Brittany the same way, we'd probably be a lot better off.
Yeah, you would be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you can listen to Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. So the other side of that is,
it's not at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not at you.
Yeah.
Somebody's not talking
it's about
at
somebody
you.
else.
It's about somebody else. And it's not a button that's been hit too many times anyway.
Yeah.
That's something that I can get pissed off. Okay, we have an argument. That don't mean you get to bring up an argument from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
We done talked about all that. Let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I do that, though.
You bring up stuff from 5 years ago?
Sometimes.
Yeah, not me, man. That's not me. I don't
like
do that. I never do that. Never.
The only thing that I ever bring up when we're arguing is money. That's it. I need to quit that because it puts her in the dirt, man. I think that's why I just know it's going to. It has to be the why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's like I'm going to win. I'm just going to say this.
I'm going to hurt you as bad as I can.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
Yeah. So
I'm not a good husband.
Well, here's the thing about it, man. You have to learn to be a good husband.
Yeah.
It's not something that's given.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Nobody's born a good husband. Nobody's born a good wife. You learn to be that. And
it takes a lot of effort. Don't it?
Yeah, it does. Sometimes you just want to hit them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been times when I literally could have punched Ashley in the face.
Yeah.
And just felt good about it. Like walk away feeling good about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would never do that, but just in your head, you're like, oh, if I could just hit her one time, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could end this argument right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But you know, that's just the way it feels. You just it's just too much, man. You're just getting, you know.
Yeah.
And that's your emotions.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. And if you can learn to fight or argue without your emotions, yeah, that's what it's all about, honestly.
Yeah.
Leave your emotions out of it. If you can leave your emotions out of it, you won't ever call them a name.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch. You know, we won't do that. You won't ever call them a name. And that's something that you can't take back. I mean, you can say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, but she knows you still called her that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you're listening too, you can't say anything that you can't take back.
Yeah.
If you're listening. But I mean, that goes both ways. It's not just you. But if you both listen at the same time, there won't be no talking.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Brittany, she don't. I mean, I act stupid sometimes. I wish. I don't know. It's like I get so overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like it comes out.
Rage. Yeah.
Rage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she don't really do that. There's been a few times where she has.
Yeah.
Honestly, but she don't call me names or nothing. That I can remember.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But if she does, she's called me a pussy a couple of times.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's like, that's my. If you call me a pussy, it's them's fighting words. So.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know either, but I wouldn't like that either.
No, son.
Stupid. Stupid.
We still have a lot, even though we've been married longer than you and Ashley.
Yeah.
But you've been in a marriage, longer than us.
Yeah,
and I know all this stuff.
Yeah, but
I know every bit
applying it. You got to apply it.
That's the hard part, man.
Yeah, it is.
When you get mad, you're like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta change.
Yeah.
I got to.
I mean, I know this is gonna sound cliche, but think about it. Think about that being your daughter.
Like,
think about your daughter being married to somebody that's doing that.
oh yeah, shit. I'd whoop his ass.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you think about it from that standpoint, it might be a little bit easier for you to go, wait a second. I wouldn't want nobody to treat my daughter this way.
Yeah.
Why would I treat you this way?
And I do love her more than anything.
Right.
And it's weird how that works out that way.
Well, I mean, it's easy to lash out at the ones you love. It's easier.
Yeah.
It's the easiest time to do it, man. It's somebody you love.
Yeah. It shouldn't be, though, should it?
I mean, it's just the nature of the beast, man.
I guess you're with them more than anybody else.
You're more comfortable talking to those people. You're
Yeah.
more comfortable letting that person see the true you more than you are anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you and I know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we ain't had no argument about nothing.
No.
Even if we started having an argument tonight about something, I feel like we could nip that in the bud in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because both of us are going to keep our emotions out of it.
Yeah.
We're going to think about it rationally.
Yeah.
And we're going to be able to have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus as soon as something's brought up, instantly it becomes an emotional thing for most married couples.
Yeah.
It becomes an emotional, like, why'd you do that to me, or whatever. And it's an emotional thing. And very rarely are emotional issues thought about rationally.
Yeah, I know it. They're really not.
No, not rationally. You're not thinking about it rationally. You're just
Yeah.
thinking about it emotionally. And that's to separate those two is almost impossible sometimes. But that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you got to intentionally do that.
Yep. I've been married to Ashley for 12 years, 13, almost 13 years this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And when we get into an argument, it's almost 100% of the time, almost, not always, 99.9% of the time, she's coming at me from an emotional standpoint.
Yeah.
And women are more emotional creatures. That's just the way they were made.
Usually.
So if she's getting emotional about something, then you should sit down and listen and then try to be rational about it. Because men are more rational thinkers, generally speaking.
Yeah, generally.
Generally speaking. I'm not talking for the whole country. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, generally speaking. That's just the way it is inside a marriage most of the time.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, are there times when I'm more emotional than Ashley and she's the rational one? Yes. But generally speaking, women are more emotional, and we're supposed to be more rational.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of arguments happen, is when we become emotional and irrational.
Yeah.
And
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've always been that way,
Yeah.
but most of the time now I try to stay pretty rational.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, my emotions have gotten the best of me before too. I'm not perfect by no stretch of the imagination. I'm not perfect, but I do better than I have in the past.
Yeah.
And and honestly, Ashley's does better than she has in the past about stuff too. So we're both growing.
Yeah.
And that's, I think that's the big thing, is that you learn from each argument. Take steps to make each argument better than the last one.
Yeah.
Because you have to learn how to argue. You're not born
Yeah.
knowing how to argue with people. So, and then, your point doesn't always have to be made. I'm terrible about that. I understand what you're saying, but here's my side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just want you to understand my side of it. And I guess, and I don't know, I mean, I guess everybody has that feeling to some degree, but
Yeah, they do.
sometimes I feel like you're incapable of putting the shoe on the other foot. Put the shoe on the other foot.
Yeah.
And if you're being emotional,
You can't. No.
can't do that. You can't see the other side of it.
Yeah.
But if you're quiet and listening, there's a little more thinking going on. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's top fight. It's hard to do. It's hard to know when to listen and when to stay silent.
Yeah.
There's been times when I get pissed off at Ashley when she won't talk to me. She's being silent,
Yeah.
but I'm getting more frustrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, golly, she's still doing this.
Yeah.
And a lot of times she's doing it just out of spite. She just knows it bothers me, so she don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
I've about got over that now. Like I try not to let that part of it bother me. I just know that's just her way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
So, I just try not to let it bother me as bad as it used to, man. Used to, I'd be like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And then we'd be in another fight here in just a second.
Yeah.
Because she's not really ready to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's tough too, son. That's tough. Golly. Now she's getting to where she wants to talk about it. Sometimes it's before she's ready to talk about it.
Oh really?
Yeah. That don't work out good either, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because she's still putting emotions in it.
yeah, she still has some emotions involved with it, and
Yeah.
sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But that doesn't matter. I should listen to it, I guess.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is we could all be better at our marriage.
Oh yeah. I know I could.
I know I could too.
Yeah.
None of
I'm
us.
trying. I want to be I want to have the best marriage in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah. No, I do too.
I really do. And I've changed a whole lot in this past few years, But
yeah.
I think I've changed even more since we started doing this podcast than
Yeah.
anything. I mean, really.
Yeah. Well, And, say what you want to about it, but, sometimes just being around people who are a little bit different than what you're used to being around can change the way you perceive stuff. You've seen me and Ashley argue, straight up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that fun. It's not that much fun, but you got to see me not hit her. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I would have hit her by now. There's no way.
No,
I'm just kidding.
A long time ago, probably.
Yeah.
I ain't hit Brittany in a long time.
Yeah, I've never hit Ashley. I'm afraid. Straight up. I'm definitely afraid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, go over good.
I would be too.
She can stay awake a lot longer than me. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go to sleep before her.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be good. So I'm not doing it.
That's funny.
I'm not laying hands on her. She's crazier than She's different. She's a different breed, son. You don't want to mess with her too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll fight you like a man.
I bet.
Yeah, she would. A lot of people are scared of Ashley. All my kids are.
Are they?
Yeah, for good reason.
I would be too.
Yeah. But yeah, listening and being silent versus talking. You got any great advice on that? You got any ideas on it?
I feel like you covered most of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I need that advice, so I mean, just
We
put
all
it
do,
into,
though,
put it into
right?
effect. Yeah, we all need to start. I think the biggest thing I heard right there was take your emotions out of it and think rationally, because
Yeah.
if you can do that, look at the big picture instead of you're, mad at me for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Take that out of it. Just, try to think of it, what they're going through in their head.
Yeah.
And just listen.
Listen to.
I listen to you right now. I mean, I needed to hear that. I feel like.
Yeah,
So.
maybe so. There's a time to talk. There's a time to say something,
I mean, yeah, you could talk. Just you got to talk rationally. Also,
Definitely got to be rational about it. If you lose your rationality, it's not gonna pan out to anything.
nah, it's just both of y'all just shooting each other with guns, basically. I mean,
It might as well be. Yeah.
I mean, really.
Just wasting your time too.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere. There's never going to be any traction. I don't agree with you. You don't agree with me.
Yeah.
We can fight and argue, and I don't agree with you. You don't agree with me. I don't care. I still don't agree with you. We don't agree with each other. You don't agree with me. I don't agree with you. We're going to fight back and forth like that.
Yeah.
But if you can take your emotions out of it and go, wait a second now.
It's okay for you to be right, or like right.
I mean, almost the idea is kind of like, for me, I have to tell Ashley sometimes, like, I don't care about being right in this argument.
Yeah.
I don't care about being right in this argument. I don't.
Yeah.
If you're right about it, then you are right about it. It's not about winning an argument or losing an argument.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be about winning an argument or losing an argument. The heck with that. Don't win or lose them.
Yeah.
Let's just get somewhere with it. So this happened. I can't take it back now.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Yeah.
I can't take it back now. Now, how do we move forward from this? Is the idea you should have behind it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be, no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't, whatever. I don't even have any good examples.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, I called Ashley an idiot.
Yeah.
I said, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize for it. That night, the same night.
Yeah.
I just let my emotions get a hold of me.
Yeah.
And I said, oh my gosh, you're a freaking idiot. She went off on me. I mean, she really, really did. She really, 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 really went off on me. She was pissed. Because I've never called her a name. Nothing.
Yeah.
Not even bitch or nothing. I mean, I've never called her a name.
Yeah.
Never. So she was shocked. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, I just let my emotions get a hold of me. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And I was frustrated, said something stupid.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't 10 minutes later, I was like, look, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I should have never called you that. I didn't mean to. I let my emotions get the best of me, and she still didn't forgive me of it. Which
She don't have to.
you can't take that back. You can't
Yeah.
take those words back. You can't take hurtful words back.
Yeah.
So it's just is what it is. We have to figure out how to move past that now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you have to listen to even be rational, I think.
Yeah.
I got to listen to you and understand your point of view, see it fully,
Yeah.
put my foot in your shoe, and walk with the feeling that you have about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try to speak rationally and figure out a way to move forward from it. So I think that's when you say listening and talking. When do you listen? When do you talk?
Yeah.
It's kind of the way it has to play out in a marriage, especially.
Yeah.
But I think it's different for friends. Well, I mean, there's not too many of my friends that I argue with.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
We don't have that much to argue about.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't hurt most of my friends' feelings anyway. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I could say almost anything, and then I'm not going to hurt their feelings.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wife is a little more touchy than that.
Yeah.
So sometimes I can say something stupid and hurt her feelings. So my friends, I tell them something, and even though I might call them a name, even, you know, and they're like, "Yeah, I know, I'm an idiot."
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just laugh about it and go on. But
Yeah.
you know, I just don't argue with any of my friends.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't have an argument to have with any of them. I don't live with any of them either.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. Especially like you got a buddy that won't clean up after himself or something.
Like me.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Here.
No, I was talking about Brittany
Oh.
saying you don't clean up after
Damn.
yourself.
I'm gonna leave my cup here. That's it. I don't know where the hell that cup is when I leave here, but it's somewhere.
No, I was just talking about
Yeah, I
Brittany
don't. I don't
saying
clean
that-
up after myself. Yeah.
She even made a short that was hilarious. About
I know.
didn't get any views.
No, I didn't.
It was dumb. It was a good short.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny, man. I don't,
Yeah.
you gotta clean up after yourself, Brian. Come on.
I know.
You gotta do a little bit
I
better.
know, man. I gotta do a lot better. Honestly. And I want to be better. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, it is. That's a huge step in the right direction. You know.
Yeah. And I know how dumb and ignorant I am and mean. I know all this about myself.
It's just
It's not like I'm.
naive.
I don't think I'm right. Most of the time, I think I'm wrong.
So if you know you're wrong in the back of your head after you listen to something she says, do you go, yeah, but
I honestly don't have to be right.
yeah,
Like,
you're okay with being wrong about it?
yeah,
Yeah.
me and her both. We don't fight very well, neither one of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's,
She don't call me names or nothing,
yeah, I mean,
but I don't know. We just don't fight very well, and we need to work on that big time.
I told Adam that I called Ashley an idiot
Yeah.
the other day, and he was like, I think Shauna would think I wanted to have sex with her if that's all I called her.
Really?
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrible, dude.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know, he's called so much
Everything.
worse. He's like, yeah. Shauna, what would you think if I called you an idiot? You know,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know, shut up. You're stupid, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, but
I mean, I call Brittany a bitch all the time, but I don't mean it like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, what up, bitch?
Yeah.
You know, like I don't, but I do call her names to intentionally
Get her riled up.
get her riled up sometimes.
Yeah, that's not
That's
good.
messed up. Yeah, it's not good.
Um,
Because she still thinks about it. I mean, sometimes, don't leave her brain even.
no, you can't get nothing out their brain.
No.
I mean, as soon as we start an argument, actually, if I prove a point about one part of the argument, we'll go back 2 years
Yeah.
every time. If I make any point that is legitimately, we go back 2 years.
Yeah.
And if
She's
I make a
got
point
that
about
on-
that, and she's like, 2 more years then.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what's happening.
I just have to go, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
I understand that I was wrong for
Yeah.
that. I get that. We talked about that,
Yeah.
So, sometimes it's not that easy, though. Sometimes
yeah.
just be like, God, I can't believe we're still talking about 5 years ago.
I know. Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, dang, dude, can we not let that drop? Because I
That's
don't
hard.
remember.
That's her ammunition, though.
Yeah, but I don't have any because I don't keep that
Yeah.
in my brain like that. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm quick to forget about it, dude. Quick. Well, I think this one's over.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think I learned a lot. Got to take it to effect, though. That's the hard part.
I mean, I know all this stuff, but applying it is
Yeah.
That's where we all fell at.
Everybody knows how to apply it. It's just
Applying it.
if you want to do it or not. If you really want to do it or not. That's
You'll
the whole question.
That's right.
Yep.
Apply it to your life, and it'll change it.
Yep.
It'll change it. But
All right, guys.
we love y'all.